Hey there, Cowboys Nation. Welcome to Dallas Cowboys Fan, your ultimate destination for all things America's team. Whether you bleed blue and silver or are just starting to catch Cowboys fever, this is the place. If you are a diehard fan, please make sure to subscribe for more latest news and updates of your favorite team. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel, where we bring you the biggest NFL news, updates, and rumors as they happen. And today, we have an absolute bombshell that is set to shake up the league in a massive way. If you're a Cowboys fan, you might want to grab a seat because this could be one of the biggest moves in recent history. And if you're an Eagles fan, brace yourself because this news is going to sting. Reports have just surfaced that a key Philadelphia Eagles star is on the verge of making a shocking move to their division rivals, the Dallas Cowboys. Yes, you heard that right. The Cowboys are making a power move that could significantly alter the NFC East landscape. And this isn't just speculation. NFL insider Adam Schefter himself has confirmed that talks are in motion, and this deal could be finalized sooner rather than later. Before we break down all the details of this blockbuster move, if you're new to the channel, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on those notifications so you never miss out on breaking NFL news. Let's dive right into this shocking development and discuss what it means for both teams, the division, and the league as a whole. So, what exactly is going on here? According to multiple sources, including the highly respected Adam Schefter, the Cowboys and Eagles have been engaged in discussions about a potential trade that could see a marquee Eagles player heading to Dallas. While the exact details of the deal are still emerging, we're hearing that this move could involve one of Philadelphia's most impactful players, someone who has been a key contributor for the Eagles in recent seasons. This news is sending shockwaves through the NFL, because it's not often that you see two fierce division rivals engage in a trade of this magnitude. The Eagles and Cowboys have a long and storied history of bad blood, and the idea of one of Philly's best players suiting up in a Cowboys uniform is sure to infuriate Eagles fans. But why would the Eagles even consider making this move? And what exactly is Dallas looking to gain from this deal? Let's start with Philadelphia's perspective. The Eagles have been in a bit of a transition phase, even though they have remained competitive in the NFC. With key contract negotiations, cap space concerns, and a need to retool certain positions, it seems like the front office is open to making some difficult decisions. Trading a star player to a division rival is never an easy choice, but if the return is valuable enough, Philadelphia might be willing to make the tough call. One possible reason for this move is salary cap relief. The Eagles have several big contracts on their books, and parting ways with a high-priced star could free up significant cap space. This would allow them to address other needs in free agency or sign extensions for younger players they want to keep for the long term. If Dallas is offering significant draft capital or key assets in return, Philadelphia might see this as a strategic long-term move. Now, let's look at this from the Cowboys' perspective. Dallas is clearly in win-now mode. They've been knocking on the door of a deep playoff run, but haven't been able to get over the hump in recent years. Jerry Jones and the Cowboys front office understand that they need to make a splash move to take this team to the next level, and acquiring a proven star from a division rival would send a loud and clear message to the rest of the league. The exact identity of the player involved in this deal remains under wraps for now, but speculation is running wild. Could it be a key defensive player? A game-changing offensive weapon? There are a few names floating around that could make sense, and we're going to break down some of the most likely candidates. One name that has been mentioned in these trade talks is Eagles standout defensive tackle Fletcher Cox. Cox has been a dominant force on the Eagles' defensive line for years, and his ability to disrupt opposing offenses has made him one of the most respected defenders in the game. If the Cowboys are looking to bolster their defensive front, Acquiring a player like Cox would be a massive statement. Imagine pairing him up with Micah Parsons and DeMarcus Lawrence. That would give Dallas one of the most fearsome pass-rushing units in the league. Another name that has surfaced is Darius Slay, the Eagles' top cornerback. Slay has been a shutdown corner for Philadelphia, and if Dallas is looking to strengthen their secondary, this move would make a ton of sense. The Cowboys have had some issues in pass coverage, and adding a veteran playmaker like Slay could help solidify their defense and make life miserable for opposing quarterbacks. But would Philadelphia really part ways with their best cornerback, knowing they would have to face him twice a year in a Cowboys uniform? That's the big question. Then there's the possibility that this trade could involve an offensive player. Could we see a scenario where the Cowboys land a star wide receiver like Devonta Smith? While this seems unlikely, it would certainly send shockwaves throughout the league. The Cowboys already have an explosive offense, and adding another elite playmaker would make them even more dangerous. But would Philadelphia really be willing to part with a young, talented receiver like Smith? That remains to be seen. No matter who the player involved in this deal turns out to be, one thing is certain: this move will have major implications for the NFC East. The division has been one of the most competitive in football, and the balance of power could shift dramatically if this trade goes through. The Cowboys would be making a statement that they are all in on winning now, while the Eagles would have to justify why they were willing to send a star player to their most hated rival. Fans from both sides have been voicing their opinions on social media, and as you can imagine, the reactions have been intense. Cowboys fans are excited about the possibility of landing a top-tier talent, while Eagles fans are furious at the idea of one of their own suiting up in Dallas colors. The rivalry between these two teams is already one of the fiercest in the NFL, and if this deal happens, it's only going to add even more fire to the rivalry. So what happens next? Well, according to Adam Schefter, negotiations are still ongoing, but things are progressing quickly. The Cowboys are pushing hard to get this deal done, and if all goes according to plan, we could see an official announcement in the coming days. This means that Dallas could be adding a major piece to their roster very soon, and the rest of the league will be watching closely to see how this plays out. One thing is for sure, this is a game-changing move that could reshape the NFC East for years to come. Whether you love it or hate it, you can't deny that this is one of the biggest stories of the NFL offseason. If the Cowboys pull this off, they'll be sending a clear message that they are ready to dominate. And if the Eagles go through with it, they'll have to face the consequences of their decision every time they step onto the field against Dallas. What do you think about this potential move? Should the Cowboys go all in and pull the trigger on this deal? Or should the Eagles hold on to their star and refuse to help out their division rival? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And as always, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on breaking NFL news. We'll keep you updated on all the latest developments, so stay tuned for more updates as this story continues to unfold. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.